Hey guys, Zach here, and welcome back to another action figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Lost World Jurassic Park Dieter Stark. Now, before we take a look at Dieter himself, we'll take a quick look at the Compsognathus set he comes with, and if I'm going to be honest, this isn't a bad minifigure whatsoever. In fact, I quite like this, but out of the other compies that exist, this one is definitely my least favorite, but we'll talk more about that in a second. First, we'll take a look at the paint on this little figure, and the paint is not bad. On his hip right here, we have JP Site B. Most of the body is yellow with green on the top right here. The eyes are painted black with yellow pupils. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the paint. Not much, but it still looks alright, so the paint gets a pass. Now we'll take a look at the articulation. There is none, so we'll just move on to the sculpt. Sculpt on this figure, it's not bad. My only problem with it is that it's not movie accurate, which isn't a problem at all. I don't mind that. It's just that this seems more cartoonish to me than anything, but that's just me. This is still a nice sculpt, and I still like this little Compsognathus a lot, but still, it just looks a little bit more cartoonish to what I like, so yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the sculpt. It's, you know, not my favorite, but it still looks nice, so the sculpt gets a pass. Now I'll take a look at the detailing, and the detailing on this compy is actually pretty good. So going from the base of the head all the way to the tail, we have these ridges along the back, which look very nice. Going to the legs, we have nice wrinkles and creases that look very nice, very well defined for a very small figure, I might add. The feet are detailed very nicely as well. The arms are detailed nicely as well, but the claws aren't so much. And something I just noticed, this figure only has 2 claws. I thought this figure had 3, but now that I'm looking at it, I thought the third one was just tucked away. I didn't think that it actually had 2 claws, which I'm not too crazy about that, but yeah. Anyway, going to the head, we have some creasing, which looks nice, and the teeth, though they look cartoonish, they still look very nice. And that's pretty much it for the detailing on this figure. For a small little figure, this is actually not bad. I actually really like the detailing on this figure, so the detailing gets a pass. And this used to be the only compy figure I had until Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom came out and we got the Legacy Collection. In terms of sculpt, I think this is better, but in terms of paint, this is definitely better because this has no paint whatsoever. It's just green. This one is a lot less accurate to the Lost World than this one, but still. I'd say if I had to pick one or the other, I would have to pick... Honestly, I like this a lot, but I'd have to say this. Not just because it's old and it's Kenner, but I don't know, I just like it a lot. But this is still very nice too, so yeah. There are other compy figures. They made compies for Jurassic Park 3, which actually look amazing. If I had those, then I would safely say that those are my favorite compy figures, but unfortunately I do not own those, so yeah. Bottom line, this little minifigure is alright. It's not incredible or anything like that, but for the time, this is alright, so yeah. Anyway, that's it for the compy. Now for Dieter himself, and first we'll take a look at the paint on this figure, and the paint on this figure is actually pretty good. He has brown hair with white skin, or not white skin, but kind of like a flesh tone color. His vest is orange with black straps. Mine are damaged, as you can see, so yeah. Anyway, going to the belt, that's painted black. He has kind of a dirty green sleeves, or dirty green sleeves, which look very nice. He has an InGen tattoo right there. He has camo pants, and just like with almost every other figure from the Lost World Jurassic Park, he has a machete on his leg right here. His boots are painted black, and on the back, we just have a black wire right here. The back of the belt, which is actually not in the best condition. and more camouflage and black boots. And that's it for the paint on this figure. It's not bad. It's not accurate to the movie. Actually, this figure is actually based off of the Hunter from the Lost World PlayStation 1 game. So, yeah, that might also have to be why this figure looks nothing like Deirdre Stark from the movie. But, yeah. Anyway, that's it for the paint. It looks nice. Despite mine being kind of damaged, it still looks nice. So the paint gets a pass. Now we'll take a look at the articulation. And the articulation is actually a little bit above average for Jurassic Park human figures. So the head can twist 360. The arms can move 360. The legs can move forwards this much and backwards that much, so not much at all. This one can move backwards, but this one can't. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah. But the new thing is that this figure actually has a swivel at the waist, which is actually new. And the reason why that's there is because on the mouth of the compy, there is a black spot, which is a magnet. And this part of the chest right here is made of metal. So if you take the compy and do this, you could have it, you know, look like the compy is attacking Deirdre. And if you just twist the figure around, he could just shake off the compy, which is actually pretty cool, and I actually like that a lot. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it for the articulation. It's above average for a Jurassic Park human figure, so the articulation on this figure gets a pass. Now I'll take a look at the sculpt, and the sculpt on this figure looks nothing like Deirdre from the movie. It looks nothing like his actor whatsoever. And like I said earlier when I was talking about the paint, I think this figure is based off of the Hunter from the PlayStation 1 game, which would explain a lot, because in that game, the Hunter had a orange vest like so, and sort of like the same color scheme going on. Deirdre Stark never really wore anything like this in the movie, so yeah, I think this is just more of a generic Hunter from the PS1 game rather than Deirdre Stark himself. So, yeah. It still looks nice. I think everything about the sculpt looks nice. I think the head is sculpted nicely. The machete is actually detailed, or not detailed, but it's actually sculpted pretty good. The machete actually looks a lot better than the other machetes to come with any other figure, but yeah. Other than that, there's not much to say about the sculpt except it's not Deirdre Stark, it's the Hunter from the PlayStation 1 video game, so yeah. Anyway, that's it for the sculpt on this figure. It's not bad, so the sculpt gets a pass. Now I'll take a look at the detailing, and the detailing on this figure is actually pretty good. So, taking a look at the head, or the hair, is detailed nicely. I think the face is actually detailed very nicely. Going to the vest, that looks pretty good as well, with nice bits of detailing on the straps here. The sleeves are detailed nicely as well. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if these are supposed to be veins or not, but they look nice too. His pants are detailed very nicely. As well as the pockets right here. These look pretty nice too. And here. The machete looks nice too. I like how the machete looks. The belt is actually detailed very nicely. The boots look okay. I think the laces look good, but the rest is alright. We have nice detailing underneath here. And on the back, we have more wrinkles and creases in the pants, which look very nice. And the detailing on the back of the vest looks pretty good too. And that's pretty much it for the detailing on this figure. The detailing is pretty good, so the detailing definitely gets a pass. And at the end of the day, should you get this figure? Honestly, I'd say yeah. First of all, this is the only Deirdre Stark figure that exists, so I think that's one reason why you should pick up this figure. If you are a big fan of the Lost World Jurassic Park, then definitely pick up this figure. Also, if you're a big fan of the PlayStation 1 Lost World game, then I'd say definitely pick up this figure, because this figure is more based off of the Hunter from the PlayStation 1 game rather than the character Deirdre Stark in the Lost World. So, yeah. Anyway, get this figure if you can. This figure You see, when I ordered it, I ordered the Compy separately, and I believe this figure costed me about $9, and the Compy, I believe, was $3. I don't remember the exact prices, but if you get this figure with all of its accessories, because this figure actually does come with a rifle. I didn't get mine when I ordered this, but yeah. If you were to find this complete, I would say that this would cost you about, I'd say about like 15 or so bucks. So if you can find this figure with all of its accessories, definitely go for it. But anyway, if you want to know how big this figure is, here he is next to Dr. Billy Grant. Alright, now that is it for today. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, Zach out.